So let's just talk about operator overloading in Python. So the operator overloading allows us to define custom behavior to standard operators. Like an example, we have the operator addition, subtraction, we have multiplication, and the division operator. Now with the use of this operator overloading, we can add custom behavior to these operators. That way we can apply them to user defined classes also. So normally we have the addition operator, we can use that to add two numbers. Now with the help of this overloading, we can use that operator and we can add two object also. So suppose we have the object 1 and the object 2. Now after overloading the addition operator, we can use that operator to add those two objects also. Now to overload any of the operator, we have to redefine the dunder methods. So like an example, we have the dunder method __ add. So we can redefine that, and this way we can overload the addition operator. Similarly also we have the dunder method subtraction, which can be used to overload the subtraction operator. And also we have the __ mul. So we can redefine that to overload the multiplication operator. So like an example, we have a class vector. Now inside the class we have the constructor init. So the class has the properties of I and j. We're gonna initialize the I and we're gonna initialize the j. Now we can create the object v1 of the vector class, and it has the value 1 and 2. And similarly also we have another object v2, and here we're gonna pass the value 4 and 5. So we have two vector objects. Now we can overload the addition operator and we can add the v1 and the v2. So let's just see how we can overload the addition operator so that we can add those two objects directly. So for this we have to redefine the dunder method add. So first of all it takes the self and the other object, and here inside we're gonna return one new vector object. So the first parameter will be addition of self I plus the other dot I, and the second parameter we're gonna pass self j plus the other dot j. So suppose we are adding v1 plus v2. So v1 is the self, which is implicitly passed, and v2 is the other. Now here we are just creating one new vector object and we are passing, this is the first parameter, this will be passed to I to initialize the I, and that is the second parameter, this will be passed to j to initialize the j. Now self.I is basically v1.I and other.I is the v2.I. So we are adding the I part of those two objects, and then here self.j means v1.j and other.j means v2.j. So we are adding the j part of those two objects, and this way we are creating one new vector object which is the addition of the I and j of those two objects, and we are returning that new object. So here the new object will be returned and we're gonna store that in the variable result. So let's now print the result, the value of I. So the value of I will be result.I, and then the value of j will be result.j. So we are adding those two vectors and the result, we are printing the result right here. So let's now run this. So here is the addition of those two vectors, so 5 and 7. So this way we can overload the addition operator, and also we can overload the subtraction and the multiplication operator so that we can use them over the user defined classes, and this way we can enhance the readability of our code. So hope you understand about operator overloading in Python. See you in the next one. Take care.